As a Sigma male, you'll always have women around you, but the real power lies in being able to read these women and know what they want. Sometimes the signs a lady gives are because she's interested in you, and other times she's just seeking attention. How do you know which is which? Pay attention to this video as we show you the 10 telltale signs most Sigma males miss. Think of it, having the skill to understand what women want, think, and feel as a man can be the ultimate jackpot. It's a very difficult thing for most guys to do, but as a Sigma male, all you have to do is focus on the signs these women give off and you'll know exactly what she's after. So what signs are we talking about? Getting right into it, the first sign to be on the lookout for is when a girl is friendly toward you. Sounds basic, right? A lady being friendly is most likely a sign that she might be into you. But here's the twist. It can be a bit tricky to decipher because being friendly is just being nice, right? Well, the key here is to observe how she interacts with other people. If you notice that she treats you a little bit differently compared to how she treats her other friends, particularly the guys, that's a strong sign that she's got a soft spot for you. Trust us, it's those subtle shifts in behavior that reveal her genuine interest. When her niceness to her other male friends has a different dynamic from what she's trying to build with you, the special treatment is almost always her way of flirting. Her friendliness isn't generic, it's tailored just for you. And who knows, it could be the green light you need to focus on that special connection and explore where it leads. But what if she's not exactly extending an arm of friendship towards you? Well, if you notice that she's always hovering around you and seemingly making every effort to be in your presence, it's a clear sign she's interested in you. Sigma males are calm dudes who like to keep to their own space, so it's quite obvious to notice someone in and around that space. It might sound a bit creepy, but in reality, a woman constantly finding ways to be around your space means she's interested in you. It's not just a gender case. Universally, people tend to gravitate toward those they fancy. Besides her obvious interest in hanging out with you, if you find a lady playing the question game and peppering you with queries, there's a good chance she's interested in you. And we're not talking about just random questions, but personal and thoughtful questions that can get you to open up. As a Sigma male, you're probably all cool and mysterious, and that's what makes the ladies swoon. And once your air of mystery has drawn their affection towards you, the nature of the feminine gender makes them want to unravel the mystery and discover what makes you, you. On most occasions, ladies aren't natural conversation starters, except when they've grown familiar with you. So if you notice a girl you've only known for a little while go from small talk to digging into the treasure chest of your soul, that's when you know she's itching to be up and personal with you. Quick hint, if she's constantly asking about your romantic life, that's the biggest giveaway she wants you. Maybe she's not asking you though. What if she keeps talking about her own romantic situation? Well, that's another bright green light that she really likes you. Ladies can be chatty, yeah, but when she repeatedly finds a way to bring up her love life, especially if you're not the one asking, it's like her way of begging you to make a move. This one is a relatively easy sign, to be frank. If she mentions being taken, she's probably saying back off, but when she drops the I'm single bomb, it could be an open invitation to make a move. Moving on, another sign to take note of is when a lady is touchy-feely with you. We're not talking about over-the-top stuff like full-on hugs or hand-holding. All that comes when you've already built a relationship. What you should pay attention to are those subtle, playful touches that really speak volumes. Think arm taps, light physical contact, or even a sneak attack tickle session in the name of flirting. See, these gestures show she's eager to bridge that physical gap and connect with you, a classic sign of a little romantic spark. Physical touch often falls into the love languages category for many women, making it their way of saying, hey, I like you. Of course, it doesn't mean you jump to conclusions too fast, but when you notice these physical touches, try to keep an eye out for how she interacts with others so you know if that's just her personality. And if it isn't, then you, our friend, are so in there. Be sure to build up to the point of her verbally confirming her feelings for you before you reciprocate those touches, though. Remember, consent first. Up next, we have a subtle hint that often goes under the radar but could work wonders for you when a lady asks for your help. It doesn't matter if she's solving math mysteries, tackling beanbags, or assembling IKEA furniture. These aren't just chores, they're invitations to share moments with you, particularly when you know she could have called other guys. A lady repeatedly asking for your assistance in getting stuff done is most likely her way of forging a direct route to your heart by making every task an excuse to hang out, connect, and signify that you're her go-to partner. The more she asks, the more she wants to keep you close. And for a more obvious obvious sign, there's the hint of her mirroring your moves. Mirroring, you see, is when we unconsciously mimic somebody's body language, and it usually happens when you're super comfortable or genuinely impressed. We all do it. It could be our parents, our siblings, or just our friends. Intentional or not, if you value and respect someone, you tend to find yourself mirroring certain aspects of the person's character. Most folks won't catch someone mimicking their moves unless they're super self-aware. However, Sigma males are a lot more observant and might catch on, but they're too cool to be bothered by it. But if you want to get a good read on what a lady's after, pay attention to how she mirrors your actions and body movements. Getting more interesting, we have a super intricate sign only Sigma males can notice: her mouth. What is she doing with it? Smiling is a good start, but is she biting her lip? When she actively attempts to capture your attention by subtly drawing your gaze to her lips, it's a strong indicator of her romantic interest. If you notice her biting her lip, it's a telltale sign that she's into you, not suffering from some sudden allergy. Her actions are a non-verbal invitation, essentially encouraging you to look at her mouth, the very tool for, you know it, kissing. This suggests a deep level of attraction and desire to connect with you on a more intimate level. The act of biting her lip, combined with her inviting body language, creates a charged atmosphere, making it evident that she's flirting with you. In essence, when a girl exhibits these behaviors, she's not just being friendly, she's actively flirting and signaling her romantic intentions. Before we get to our last sign, let's look at another body part. This time, it's if she maintains eye contact. Yup, maintaining eye contact is a big clue when figuring out if a girl is flirting with you. If she's looking at you with a smile or giving you those special glances, she's likely interested. However, if she's constantly avoiding eye contact, it's a hint that she might not be into flirting with you. When a woman is attracted to you and wants to convey her feelings without being too direct, you'll notice her frequently directing her eyes towards you. It doesn't matter if you're in a bustling crowd or having an intimate tete-a-tete, her eyes have a way of settling on you. Now, not everyone's a deliberate eye flirt expert, but those eyes have a way of telling the truth. They hint at genuine interest and the potential for something more. So remember, whether it's in her playful gaze or her subtle shyness, the eyes have it when it comes to figuring out the flirting game. Keep an eye out for those telling glances. If all these signs have somehow managed to go over your head, then the best way to find out if a girl is flirting with you is if she's flirting with you. Okay, this sounds a bit too obvious, but let's break it down. If you're still unsure about her feelings, here's a little test. Get up close and personal, either by sitting close or standing so near that you're practically sharing secrets. Now, here's where it gets interesting. As you inch closer, watch her body language closely for the next few seconds. If she appears a tad flustered and awkward but doesn't retreat from your newfound proximity, you've hit the jackpot. She's genuinely interested in flirting with you. However, if her initial reaction involves taking a step back, creating a bit of distance between you two, it might suggest she's not entirely head over heels just yet. It's a subtle but telling signal that her comfort zone remains intact. So the next time you're in the proximity test zone, watch her response. It could be the key to unlocking the mystery of whether she's in the flirting game or not. The majority of ladies will never straight up tell you if they're interested in you or they just want attention. So be on the lookout for actions like being friendly to you, always popping up in your space, or being super inquisitive about you. Some other times you need to pay attention to her body movements like her eyes, her mouth, and other times how touchy she gets with you. Master these and you'll never have to worry about what a woman wants from you.